Guys, what did we just watch? What did we just watch? That might be one of the best games I've ever seen, ever. And I was saying that last week about the first leg. Who would have thought that the second leg would deliver more than the first leg? Let's get into it. This is not going to be a breakdown from the tactic side. This game is too crazy to break down at this point. It's too early. But my God, what a game of football. Back and forth, the dramatics on each side, star players making plays. I mean, this is every single thing you want as a sports fan. Every single thing. I mean, I can't get over it. I seriously can't get over what we just watched. It was just one of the best games I've ever seen. Honestly, it's one of the games as an American that's making me proud to be watching this sport, to get invested in football, because you're not getting this in many other sports. Yes, you'll get this in some, but moments like this over two legs with a week of anticipation to live up to the moment like this, both teams thought they had a chance. I mean, again, this was just pure cinema. 11 out of 10. The script writers couldn't even write this. This was just peak, absolute peak. And where do we even want to start? I guess we can start with the Martinez goal. In the 21st minute, he makes a great run, scores a banger. I wouldn't say it was a banger, but it was a great goal. Barcelona were not in the best transition defense, in my opinion. They left him pretty open. He had a pretty good shot, and that's what Martinez does. He's one of my favorite guys to watch on Inter, and he will continue to be one of my favorite guys to watch on Inter because he continuously comes up big in these matches. It's just what he does. Credit to Martinez. It's just absolutely what he does, and he comes up huge for Inter in that big of a moment to get the game 4-3 on aggregate. And again, Inter kept it going. Barcelona had a few chances as well, but again, some bad defense ends up resulting in Kubarsi. He ends up trying to go for the ball when Martinez was striking. Originally, I thought this was honestly all ball. I thought it was clean. I thought it was a clean challenge, but that was not the case. When you look at the angle that they showed at the end, I forget exactly when it was. Yeah, that was not all ball. It was not all ball. He definitely got some of Martinez's leg first, and again, that's what happened. And the ref gave it a pen, and I can't hate on it. I really can't hate on the call. So Inter gets a penalty attempt, and of course they score. I'm gonna butcher this guy's name, but Calhanoglu. So he scores the penalty in the 45th minute to set Inter up 5-3 heading into halftime. And at this point, I thought this was over. Not necessarily over. I'll take it back. But I was like, number one, I was shocked. I did not think that Barcelona were at least not going to get their own goal at this point. But also, again, for Inter to just show that much poise, 5-3. Yes, I know they were at the San Siro, but I just didn't expect it to be, again, how we saw the first leg go. I was not expecting it to be 5-3. Again, I thought Barcelona did have some chances in the first half, but just the defensive miscues that they were having, I wasn't really, I guess, anticipating that. And just seeing it be 5-3 heading into the half, I was like, oh my God, I hope this game lives up to the hype. Little did I know. Oh my God, it definitely lived up to the hype. Instantly, right after half, Garcia gets the first goal for Barca. That was in the 54th minute. I was like, okay, they scored. We expected this. This is on par for what we've seen the last couple legs. Makes sense. Eventually, Inter starts to keep it going. They keep it going. I had it written down that it was a fantastic save by Inter. I can't remember what it was, but it was, again, Sommers. He did a fantastic job all day, and we'll get into him later. But he did a really good job today. I know he at least had some type of save within the 54th and the 60th minute. And then, again, this is where it became level. Dani Olmo, beautiful header in the 60th minute to tie it up. Terrible tracking by Inter. I don't know why he was so open. When you watch that back, he was like wide open. There was not a guy close to him. I don't know why they forgot about Olmo. I don't know. But he had a beautiful header. And then I was like, okay, game on. We got a game. Like, let's see what happens. It's only the 60th minute. Both these teams have scored a ton. I mean, it's 10 goals at this point. You know, what's going to happen? I was just so excited. Eventually, we get to the 87th minute. Now, they said Balali, he actually scored because the ball ended up hitting him and going into the net. But I'm giving this goal to Raphinha. Raphinha, he takes an attempt. It doesn't go in. It bounces back to him. He goes after it again. Then it hits Balali after he hits the ball. And the ball goes in. I mean, just phenomenal stuff. At this point, I was starting to freak out as a neutral fan even. I'm like, oh my God, Barcelona, they come back 87th minute in the San Siro on the road to go to the UCL Final. This is stuff that, again, the script writers couldn't write this. They couldn't write this. But, oh man, I don't know. But, a big but. That was not the end of it. That was not the end of it. Lamine Yamal, he has a decent chance. Doesn't end up scoring. That would have been pivotal. But then in the 93rd minute, just as I think that the game is about to end, and I don't know if my stream lagged or whatever. I don't know. I didn't even see the goal in real time. Acerbi, he ends up scoring a great goal for Inter just off the pure clutch factor of this. I mean, my God, 93rd minute to go to extra time. Yeah, that's called being a clutch player, a big-time player. And Inter level it. At that point, I was like, oh my God, like I don't know what to expect. Number one, because again, these teams just keep scoring, they keep scoring. Number two, really just the fact that I don't know. We were at the San Siro. Like I thought Inter had lost all the momentum. I thought they lost all the momentum. No, they ended up getting it back. And at that point, I felt like it was a huge blow for Barcelona because even me, again, as a neutral, I'm not a player. I was like, oh my God, Barcelona are going to the final. Like they're going to go. But again, they let up that goal in the last second. And I can only imagine how much the morale would have dropped being a player in that moment. Even, again, part of the coaching staff, regardless, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I just don't know how they were expected to recover from that. And, yeah, that's kind of what we got. I just didn't know if they could bounce back. And, again, Inter ended up taking it. Yamal, he ended up having one really good chance right before extra time. Again, he didn't score. He should have scored that, though. He had a really good chance. And then in the 99th minute, Frattesi, he scores, great goal, and that was pretty much it. At that point, I was like, okay, Barcelona, they look cooked strictly from a, I guess, just an energy standpoint. I was texting my one boy like, man, they don't look like they really got it anymore. They looked gassed, but they were still creating chances. Lewandowski had a nice chance at the end. Again, Yamal, he had some to end it, but it just didn't go their way, and eventually the whistle finally was blown. It's just absolutely cinema, an absolute cinema game, beautiful game. It's exactly what we want. It's, again, one of the best games I've seen. If you guys have been watching the sport longer, let me know where does that rank for you guys all time. But it was one of the best games I've ever seen. So Inter end up advancing to the UCL final. We will see what happens. They are going to Munich. They're either facing PSG or Arsenal. We will know tomorrow. Hopefully it's Arsenal, but we will see. We will see. Again, just wanted to get this video out there. This is one of the best games I've ever watched, by far, probably the best leg I've ever seen in my life, because again, finishing 7-6 on aggregate, yeah, you're not getting that every day. You're not getting that every year. You're not getting that every 2 years. So what a game. Just wanted to talk about it. And that's all I got for you guys today. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to give it a like. If you have any thoughts down below, drop them down below. And yeah, if you like my type of content, feel free to subscribe. We'll be continuing to break down the UCL and other football-related things. So yeah, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace, guys.